Reaction is pouring in following the Department of Justice's release of Ghislaine Maxwell's interview with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. The family of Virginia Giuffre, who was one of Jeffrey Epstein's most outspoken victims, say they are, quote, outraged. The family released a statement yesterday writing that during the, quote, bizarre interview, Maxwell is never challenged about her court-proven lies and that the Department of Justice gave her a platform to rewrite history. Giuffre, who died by suicide in April, accused Maxwell of recruiting her to join Epstein's sex trafficking ring when she was 17 under the guise of becoming a professional masseuse. During Maxwell's DOJ interview, the convicted child sex trafficker, who's serving a 20-year prison sentence, insisted she was not involved in the sexual exploitation of minors. Listen to this.
I did introduce him to women. I did, but not underage women. I did look for masseuses. I did. I went to spas, and if I met somebody who said she was a masseuse, I did not check their credentials. And of course, if she was attractive, I did introduce her, yes.
Joining us now, Haley McNamara, Executive Director and Chief Strategy Officer at the National Center on Sexual Exploitation. Haley, thank you very much for coming to the weekend. We just heard Ghislaine Maxwell speak some really just sort of spectacular stuff about her role in all of this. I want to play a little bit more about what she had to say about Jeffrey Epstein's use of masseuses. Listen to this.
I saw him with lots of masseuses. I never saw a single masseuse ever look unhappy or not come back or whatever. So based on my observation, I don't think that if you are being raped, as now he's like this prolific, I just can't imagine why you would return.
It's not what you observed at the time.
Not what I observed at the time, no.
Haley, what compounds the outrage over this is she is a convicted child sex trafficker. There are more than 1,000 victims and survivors, and yet she's telling the Deputy Attorney General of the United States, who also happens to be the president's former personal attorney, that, oh, nothing to see here. And all these things that got him convicted, that got me convicted, no, none of it's true.
Really what this was it's like a PR for pardon is how this interview plays. And I think that's just what it should be taken as. I don't think that the things that she says should be taken seriously, especially remembering also that she was charged with perjury for lying under oath as well. So I think she clearly is saying she saw nothing, she did nothing, nothing happened, and it just isn't true. And so
then hearing that, what does that do to the survivors and to other people who have been through either child trafficking or sexual assault or sexual abuse?
It's incredibly discouraging. I think the family is correct in saying it's outraging for survivors and their families, and it can have a silencing effect. You know, so many survivors have spoken up, taken the brave step to speak to the courts, to speak with investigators about this, and for Maxwell's words to be taken seriously and to be given a platform to once again lie about her involvement in these crimes is just unacceptable.
I want to play one more sound from that interview about whether or not Epstein's moves were consensual.
So I never saw an aggressive move. I never saw anything that was
non-consensual.
Well, thank you. Okay. I never saw anything that was non-consensual.
Thank you. Okay.
He's finishing her sentences.
I guess so there's two parts of this question. One, her saying she never saw anything that was non-consensual when, you know, maybe I'm wrong, but I've read about this case for a very long time, that she was convicted of engaging in sex acts, right? So there was that. And him finishing her sentences for her, which is I'm not a lawyer, but that is abnormal in these kind of investigations.
Yeah, it's abnormal. And he did at the beginning of the interview remind her that it is a crime to lie. But as was mentioned by the Giuffre family, he didn't push back on things that she was convicted of in a court. And she's now saying, completely didn't happen. No, so it was incredibly disturbing. And overall, I think it just shows, unfortunately, so much about this case is a snapshot of how sex trafficking is treated in America, where there's a flashy headline. At best, 1 or 2 people are convicted, but then so many other abusers, the sex buyers, the clients in this case, go completely uninvestigated and are left essentially with impunity for their actions.
All survivors are different, and so there's not one monolith on how they're kind of taking this in. But for the survivors of Epstein specifically, and Maxwell specifically, when they are hearing from this woman, no matter what she's saying, just like hearing us talk about her, when they're hearing us talk about Epstein, when they're hearing us talk about the president possibly thinking of pardoning her, how do they take that? Because you talked about it being a re-victimization, but do they feel like there's some kind of justice in that their stories are being told, or is the only justice this woman staying behind bars?
Well, I think the stories being told is so important, but survivors want real justice. They want people who participated in the abuse to be put in prison and to stay in prison for the length of time that's appropriate. And so I think for her to be, frankly, advocating for herself to hopefully get a pardon is very disturbing. And for it to be platformed in a way and taken seriously, for her words to be taken more seriously than the words of survivors who spoke out in court, which resulted in her conviction, is something that is disturbing to all survivors. So we just really hope that these issues are taken more seriously.
Before we let you go, I want to have you talk about an op-ed you wrote for The Hill back in April. The headline, "The Law Standing in the Way of Justice for Sexual Abuse Survivors." And you write, "Laws should protect those who have experienced horrific crimes, but instead Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act gives online platforms broad immunity for crimes committed on their sites, leaving many people, particularly children, vulnerable." What was that about? Talk more about that.
So this is an outdated law from the early 90s that gives online platforms broad immunity, as interpreted by the courts, for facilitating even sex trafficking or sexual abuse online, because if it happens by a third party. So what that does is it sets up incentives where these online platforms aren't incentivized to take sex trafficking or online grooming seriously. And that's what has resulted in such an epidemic of online sex trafficking. 1 in 4 children report having an online sexual interaction with an adult online. So we need to change those incentives, switch the incentives so that big tech has the need to prioritize safety online.
They need some pressure.
Yeah.
Haley McNamara, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this very important and disturbing issue.
Thank you.